Yeah, Fernandez, he's got up to 11th place. They're now into 10th place, actually, and Hilde.
You cannot imagine it from just your TV screens, how they're not just folding the
slipstream here. Veda's tried to run away with it and couldn't, and they know that you need the slipstream. He came off the back of the grid, so it's only taken him a lap and a half to get all the way up into the top run
every time. Well, that's why they're in Rebels Rookies Cup commentary box.
So there really is no point in doing anything silly at this point in the race. Just hang in there. You've got top 10, and there is Veda still leading.
It can be done then. So a great start for those guys, but the other.
That's right. And as I say, they go through the gearbox, so through the left-hand in first, and they just go second, third, fourth. You know, 7 laps to go and a couple of corners, and then sort it out over the last couple of laps.
And they'll be hoping for a much better start tomorrow. Someone's down in the background, Peter. Couldn't see who it was, but it looks.
It's so steep down there that they just as quickly as they can change the gear, they do so. So there is the group behind. It's another slipstreaming battle, and of course it's the 85.
Oh, it's Ramestorff has gone down, unfortunately, tumbling down our timing screens, and it really impacted Benyat. Fernandez is someone else.
The number 13 of Hakim Danish, our points leader, but he's yet to win a race this year. He can't sing upon there. Mike Yu is his commonly used name. That's
just gone down too in there as well. A few riders going wide there. I wonder what.
He's frustrated by that. More frustrated is Brian Uriarte, who's won 2 races and twice been a lot easier than saying Katsiak Singapore. Mike Yu, his mates call him.
I just haven't looked on earth this happened. It looks like it was Tinez, the Venezuelan, tumbling down our timing screens, as well as Benyat Fernandez.
Knocked off and once by Hakim Danish.
Yeah, and he wants to be running away with it by this point of the championship, didn't he? Look, then David Gonzalez in the Moto3 Junior World Championship last time out. There's, oh dearie me, what a big shame that was. Such a good charge through the field already. But no, he looks at what he did last year. I could go one better than that. He wants to be a Junior GP champ in Jerez just last weekend. Came away with 9 points, 7th place finish. We switch our attention back towards the front. Brian is catching Veda, and he's got David Gonzalez, rookies champ in the same year, like the riders all before him, as Pugliese now picks his pocket into the final in race 2 for him. So certainly taking that confidence from there through to here as we with him.
And I think Veda was perhaps using a little bit too much road coming out. He couldn't quite.
And that is an impressive move, because that is so fast into there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I say that.
See Singapore up there ahead of Marco Morelli then. So this is
get on the gas as hard as he wanted to.
It's Ramestorff who went down, as well as Benyat.
They don't brake, they flick it in there, scrubbing off the speed, then on the brakes as they go into the left.
The battles for 12th and 13th. So Morelli's found his feet a little bit, hasn't he? What was he? Fernandez, Tinez as well, I believe, unless he's just gone really, really wide, caught up in some kind of chaos.
And absolutely sensational stuff.
Well, now it's getting spicy, because Pratama has not doing last time out, last lap around a 2:03.
But it's ridiculous. You know,
but our timing screens confirm it is Ramestorff and Benyat Fernandez who have both crashed out. Got the lead that he once had, and it's Uriarte up the inside of Pugliese who gets the switch back there.
Marco Morelli, you remember, go back to Assen last year, can win a race like he's on a different planet. And you saw the number 11 of David Gonzalez make the pass on Brian Uriarte. The previous lap we've been on.
No, Uriarte says no way, chap. I'm having that into turn 2, up the climb towards. Yes.
And then how is he scratching around here for a few points?
Obviously he started from the back of the grid, didn't get the first
board with Brian looking back at David Gonzalez, and he couldn't do it. Well, he made it work this time. If they
turn 3 we go, and you think it's steep on the way down for the reverse corkscrew. This is quite a brutal climb for any runner lap that he would have wanted. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow when the grid is changed up.
Slow each other down, then Veda is going to disappear, but the number 11 of David Gonzalez looking super determined.
Or cyclist, as we see, we've got 2 riders down, unfortunately, Joel Pons and Christian down again, won't we?
Yeah, but he just, you know, that's unfortunate. Determined in second, and he's right on the tail of Veda Pratama now.
David Gonzalez down and out of this race as well. That's a big shame. Pons was having a better weekend of it. I saw it.
I think he's a lovely young man. He's got incredible talent, but it just has an up week.
11th in the standings is the number 11 coming into this race. He's finished 3 from earlier. He was pretty happy. And Christian Daniel down and out as well.
And Joel just doesn't have any luck at the moment. Ends and down weekends. That's just the way it is.
Well, I do know he's. I was just going to say, Maverick Vinales. Out of 4 races so far, a very quiet Le Mans, just taking away a few points, but had a great start to the season back in.
Moment, does he? As you say, he was doing better this weekend. He certainly didn't need that. Both obviously okay, and they're going to be riding against
the management agency where Marco Morelli's in. Actually, it's part of Maverick Vinales' own agent. Perez, 8 points coming away from that one. So, but this is, he's going to get a bit of a nosebleed here running.
Then tomorrow,
what happened here then? Oh, Christian took himself out. See, he came by the 10 yesterday, sort of instantly after qualifying to see what was going on with effectively this high up. As we see, Tassini had a grid infringement, double long lap penalty. Oh dear! And then Pons clipped him. Christian, that was a brutal looking one of his riders. You know, big part of that agency. It was announced yesterday. Knee.
Yeah, that's a messy way to start the race, isn't it? What a shame. Okay, and it doesn't. You don't know.
Glad to see him up and walking.
Well, thank goodness for the Tech Air suit from Alpine Stars, which obviously.
So I'm sure Maverick himself, a KTM factory rider, can be helping out with that.
Well, that's an interesting. Why? I mean, he could have been in the wrong position or what? I have no idea. Well, we don't know exactly what he did wrong, but obviously he's done so. Fired up as he was in the air and would have saved a very, very nasty collision with the tarmac on the way. The point you make, because I know that from the Red Bull Athletes Performance Centre, something. Okay, it's Veda Pratama, and then the 11 of David Gonzalez, Brian Uriah. Down there is the number 11 of David Gonzalez, the Spaniard. He's the 4th of those. Was one of the mental coaches. Works with Maverick Vinales actually, and he was in Hate, and those trio I think are being caught by the 31 of Giulia Pugliese and 5 riders. And it still is Veda Pratama who has the advantage. Brian Uriarte in second. Perez and working with Maverick. So if he can help Maverick, maybe Maverick can help Marco Morelli. Hakim Danish on the number 13.
Carter Thompson there in 6th place with Sullivan Mounty up. Look who our top 3 are, Peter. It's as if Pratama never went away and had an injury on the mental side. Because, you know, when you're that quick, when you can win a race on a different planet like he did at Essen last year. From 11th on the grid there in 7th as well, just off the back of this group. So we're really seeing it properly strung out, Peter. It's like we're watching Jerez again. But you've got sporting acts and potentially...
It really has... There's nothing wrong with your riding skill. It really has to be a mental thing, doesn't it?
You know, exactly. He's very, very... This is absolutely fascinating. I wonder what the conditions are like out there. I mean, the pace of the extra protagonists as well of David Gonzalez and Giulio Pugliese. But the top 3, very high praise rider in the Junior World Championship as well. He sits 9th position. Didn't have a very good... being drilled out here. I mean, you got 2 riders out of the top 3 in 201s.